video we are going to solve the LeetCode problem number 3423, which is the maximum difference between the adjacent element in the circular array. Let's understand the problem first. In this problem, it's saying that we have the circular array nums and we have to find the maximum absolute difference between adjacent elements. And we know that it's a circular array, so we will consider the first and last element as are the adjacent element. So let's understand with the example. So what we have to do, we have to take the absolute difference between the adjacent element, and we are to keep updating that. We have to keep checking that we are getting the maximum absolute difference or not. So let's understand with this example. First, we will take the absolute difference between the 1 and 2. So make sure that it will be the absolute difference. It will not be the normal difference, because if I'm getting 1 minus 2, so the answer will be the -1. But if we are taking the absolute difference, the answer will be the 1. So for 1 and 2, the maximum absolute difference will be the 1, and for 2 and 4, the maximum absolute difference will be the 2. And as the in the question mentioned that it's a circular array, so first and last element will also be considered as the adjacent element. So we will calculate the adjacent element absolute difference of these two elements also. So the absolute difference between the 1 and 4 will be the 3. So among all the absolute differences, the absolute difference between the 1 and 4 is the largest. So that absolute difference is resulted. The explanation is also given in the below. So similar thing will be happen in the example 2 also. Let's understand how we are going to solve this problem. It's really easy to just calculate the absolute difference between the adjacent element, and we are store this value to the some variable max element variable will store, and we are keep update keep calculating the adjacent element of the other elements, and we will keep checking that the this adjacent absolute difference is greater than the previous one or not. If it is, then we will update it. So the thing is like how we are going to handle the edge cases. So what we'll do, instead of initializing our wait a minute instead of initializing our resulting array result as a integer dot min value, we will initialize with that difference between the absolute of 1 and 4. So we will after that we no need to worry about the edge cases. We will just focus on the calculating the adjacent difference between the array, and we will just compare with the resulting uh, resulting answers. Okay. So what we'll do, first we put that its length. First we only calculate that the maximum absolute difference between the first and last. This is the this is the absolute difference between the first and last element. We will store, instead of doing the integer dot min value, we just store this value, and we will start the loop from I equal to 0 to I equal to n minus 1, and we will check the difference between the now we will keep checking the difference between the absolute maximum absolute difference between the adjacent element, like nums of I minus nums of I plus 1. This will give the adjacent difference absolute adjacent difference between two elements, and after that we will check and update that max yearly and difference, which will be the maximum. Suppose if here the maximum element uh, initially was the 3, and after this calculated the difference, it is getting 1. So we know that the 3 is always greater than the 1. So here the maximum element will remain the 3 only. After the all the iterations, we will just return the maximum element. Let's check this.